reason for that, but this offense wants a chance to win. They have got to start stringing some completions together and get the quarterback in a better rhythm.
They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. They've had a really productive first half so far, and they'll try to add to it here. To the air, it sucks. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
I don't know if the quarterback read the coverage properly on that one, but obviously the result is an incompletion.
Might be calling a hot route. Motion from the wide receiver. Wants to fire on second down. Trying to make magic with his feet. You get it out to the 43-yard line. That's where they mark him out of bounds, and this offense is starting to do a little work. Quick release by the QB. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the big fella. The Blue Devils racing to the line in the hurry-up.
Yeah, nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat, I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. And the Blue Devils kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. To the air on first down. Plucks it out of the air. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Behind the chains now on second and long. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with the turnover. And they make the play to stop the scoring opportunity just before the end of the half. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Got a man, it's Cole. Taking it the other way. Big gainer there that'll look good in the stat column, but not quite enough to put any points on the board before time expires here in the first half. They'd love nothing better than to add a 3-ball here before the break. Just drives it between the uprights. Now the lead is down to 11. UConn has it teed up to start this second half.
Number 15, set to kick this one away.
He'll bring it out. It's Peterson. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football with accuracy.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him. So I expect more of the same here in the second half.
With you coming into this game, if they throw completions and get first downs, that's when they like to change up the tempo and go fast. You're seeing it here.
Across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
Quickly complete. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Scanning the field, it sucks. Got his man. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44. The Blue Devils headed quickly to the line.
It's tough on the defense there. Third down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush.
Turning it on. Good run on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit. And the Blue Devils, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. And with the completion out to the sideline, they'll pick up a couple. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Back to pass on second down. It's complete. And they'll stop him inside the 5, but the defense is backed up in the shadow of its own goalpost. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. Touchdown, Duke! The offense puts up 6 with that trip to the end zone. Ready to try the point after. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead and they're trying to hold on to it.
UConn 3.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. They'll leave it with the lone back. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. The Huskies in a good spot here with 2nd and short. They feed him again. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Finds his man. It's Cole. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. And the Huskies can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Looking to fire. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. UConn will have to punt it away. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Back to throw, it's Suggs. That's caught, it's Peterson. Good, solid pickup on that one, and they've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. The Blue Devils come to the line in the hurry-up. He wants to change this route. Looking downfield on first down. Dances away to buy time. Going to try to get it himself. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 48. The offense has it now at the 48-yard line, 1st and 10.
And how about this quarterback, man? He's showing you a little bit of everything. He's had a great day.
A shot toward the end zone. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive.
And that's why as quarterbacks, you cannot telegraph the pass. You cannot stare down your receivers because these defenders, they're watching it. And that defender knew exactly where the QB was going with that football, and that's why he picked it off.
Hold and finds his man on the left. And as they get him to the ground, clock running, looks as if time will expire here in the 3rd. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. So the final period starts with a second down play. Wants to go up top. And he will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him right here. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. UConn will have to punt it away. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got...
And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. He'll go out of bounds, but he gets the ball back, takes it the other way, and he has created a great sudden change opportunity. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Hires on the move. Good quickness to grab it off the bounce. Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33. Wants to throw on 1st down. Here's a heat. Looking deep. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Takes a hit as he fires. With the catch, it's Cole. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down. They just keep firing. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds.
And it's going to be hard for this offense, man. They've struggled to pass the football down the field, to make these explosive plays, and now, huge deficit. Got to make them. Got to find a way to push the ball down the field.
And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Huskies.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the 1st play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David...
He's got it. He gets it in. Touchdown, Blue Devils.
And a lot of times late in football games, you'll see offenses get really, really conservative with the lead. I like how this offense didn't go against the clock. They stayed within themselves. They stayed true to who they were. And now, big-time advantage, big-time lead, up by 17 in the 4th quarter.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And now with the extra point, they're up by 18 here in the 4th. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. San Diego State is putting on an offensive clinic. They've built a big lead, and this one is approaching blowout territory. They're up by 20 over Jacksonville State. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. That's caught. It's Cole. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the 1st down.
Well, and here's the problem offensively, because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense...
Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. A full dive to haul that one in. The Huskies will hustle to the line. And, Jesse, there's a huge mountain to climb here, but you might as well start with a chunk play.
Well, you got to start somewhere, Reese. It's been tough going for this offense all game long. They find themselves in a hole, but I love the aggressive nature. Keep taking shots. Keep trying to claw your way back into this one.
With the 1st down, they'll put it in play from the 33. from the gun, running back on the move. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. Second down, they'll go to the air. Quickly to the tight end. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. UConn comes to the line after getting another first down. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Firing to the right, complete. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's first and goal from the 7. Looking to throw. Quarterback now breaking the field. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, UConn.
Nice job by the offense going down the field, putting points on the board, but you're still down a couple possessions. Still need some good things to happen. You need your kicker to go over there and get warmed up. We need an onside. We need to score some points. We need a lot of things to go right to win this football game.
They're definitely up against it. Time running out, down 2 possessions. They'll try the onside kick. Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball. Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. To throw, it's Suggs. Quarterback on the move, still looking. It'll be incomplete. Tried to extend the play, but just couldn't find anybody open. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Back to pass. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down. And now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the 2nd down misfire. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. It's complete. Just what they'd hoped for on 3rd down as they've got a first at the 32. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. They're down to the 32-yard line on 1st and 10. Fires deep toward the end zone. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
Oftentimes as a quarterback, when you have success early, you earn the right to take more shots. And I think that's what you're seeing now in this game. We're here late. They're still throwing it deep because this quarterback's thrown 3 touchdown passes. He's proven to his coach that he can get it done and he can make the right decisions and not put his offense in harm's way. And that's why you're still seeing them throw it vertically downfield.
Pulls it in. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. Gets it out quickly. Nice move to pick up yardage. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Out of the gun, looking to throw. Lets it go to the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Bringing the heat. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. And the Blue Devils want to pick up the tempo. On 3rd and goal, they'll try to throw it in. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Duke.
And they just keep piling on the points. We've seen in big moments in this game, they have been able to step up and deliver, particularly on offense. Very impressive performance.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. To the air on 1st down. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play. After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Misfire. fired. On the last play, they'll go back to the air. And they needed a little more room to work with as that one sails out of bounds. Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. And he just throws it away on 3rd down. I don't think you can give up on a play like that. 3 straight incompletions, and undaunted, they'll go for it on 4th and 10. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Got it in the middle. It's Cole. He is stopped short, and they'll turn it over on downs. Just a crushing blow at this point in the game. This offense has it with really good field position. Going for it all. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. After this, it'll be a wrap. Back to pass. It's Suggs. Going back to the well. Another deep ball. Makes a grab deep. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal. Guys, this is a story we see every single year in college football. Ranked teams losing to unranked opponents. Whatever the reasons, it adds to the flavor of a season.
It's so good because we all love the upsets, and then if you're the team that got that ranked win, Jesse, you start to build your resume, start to build some momentum. So this squad got a good win today.
They sure did. They put the rest of college football on alert with that huge win. And for the team